Rise and shine. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a how to land your first job in television video, where I'm basically going to talk you through my experience and journey of how I got my first job in TV and offer any advice to anyone that's planning on getting a job in TV. So if you like this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, share this video. Yeah, so let's get into it. So after I left school, I studied a BTEC level 3 in creative media production, and that was a 2-year course, and it was split into two. You could do radio production or you could do TV production. I always had a passion for TV, so I stuck with modules that were fitting for me in that sense. It was basically a lot of music video production, TV advertisements, single camera dramas, like all that type of thing, which was really good because it was built, my college was built with like a TV studio, and it had all the equipment that I needed in order to learn the skills that would be practical for getting a job in TV. However, when I came to the end of that course, I didn't want to go straight into work. I kind of wanted to go into uni and see if I was still passionate about the subject that I chose in the first place. So when I went to uni, I studied television and radio production, and it was similar to the course that I did at college. However, it was at degree level, and there was more opportunity to do things like TV studios and like bigger projects basically. So it was the same course but at a more advanced level, which I thought would be perfect for someone that wasn't ready to go straight into a full-time job yet. So I did that course, and I really enjoyed it. Like, you get to be hands-on with being a producer, a director, editor, lighting director, all that stuff. Like, uni was really good at getting a feel for all the jobs that are actually in the industry. However, when I came to the end of my degree, it was time to start looking for jobs, and I was looking at jobs that were like director, producer, camera assistant, third camera, like all that stuff. I was applying for those jobs, but I wasn't qualified for them, and this is what uni failed to teach us, in my personal opinion, that when you get your first job in television, you have to be a runner, and a runner is basically an assistant who... It's an entry-level position. So as a runner, you will make teas and coffees, help with equipment, look after rushes, and rushes are basically all the shot files that they've got from that day, from the shoot. So you have to look after that, you have to log the footage and all that sorts of thing. Really, it's not really a hands-on involved TV job, but it's the best way to get yourself in there and to meet different people and learn better about all the job roles, because you're there and you'll see people do them. So yeah, as I said, uni failed to teach me that I'd have to start as a runner, and being a runner is not a bad thing. As I said, like, it helps you learn all the different roles, and then you meet people along the way. So you're probably thinking, okay, how do I get a job as a runner? So there are Facebook groups out there called People Looking to Work in TV, Runners, or like Crew Birmingham, those sorts of jobs. Depending on where you are in the world or in the country, there'll be different Facebook groups located to where you are for getting a job in TV. When I was gearing up to finish uni, I started sending my CV out rapid on those Facebook groups. So production companies or production managers, producers would all be putting out an advert saying, looking for a TV production runner, send your CV to blah blah blah, and it will have a list of things that you may need. So one thing I noticed as well is that to be a runner, I feel like it's crucial that you know how to drive, because a majority of those job posts say need to have a driver's license. And when I first started as a runner, I felt like I was driving all the time. Like, I feel like if I didn't have a license, it really would have hindered my chances of getting into TV. So yeah, make sure you know how to drive as like a #1 rule. But yeah, they will post out all these advertisements, and I'd apply for loads. And then I actually heard back from an MTV show where it was work experience, but I did it anyway for about 2 weeks. And it was basically office running, so I was making teas and coffees. Wasn't really doing a lot, but I got to make a lot of contacts there, and I got to get emails of people, and it really helps me out in the long run. So I continued applying, and then I landed a job on Dickinson's Real Deal, and I was a runner for the day. And that's what you'll find as well, like a lot of the posts were for a day, so a lot of the job roles were for a day. But if it's for a day, just keep getting them, because it will all add up as experience and you will get a credit for working on that program. So I did that, continued to do it, and then I landed one of my biggest contracts as a runner on a cooking show for BBC Two called Great British Menu. And I think after I got that, my foot was kind of in the door with television then, because people obviously knew about me and I had a good reputation about myself, and I was always willing to work. So I think once you've bagged yourself a really good contract and you've got yourself actually in the industry, after that point it will be word of mouth and people will refer you to different jobs after that point, which is really good. So it is important that you maintain a good work reputation with people, and also a good, like, just be like a good person to people, because I'm known for my smile, and whenever people refer me, they're like, oh, Shaquille, he's really smiley, he's really happy. So like, if you are like that, you will have a really good chance in TV, because people will remember you. So yeah, like, I would advise you to get on Facebook groups, which is probably like the easiest way of finding all these job posts. Like, it sounds so informal to be like, oh yeah, get a job on Facebook, but in TV, that's where you're gonna find a majority of them. Having a LinkedIn as well is quite good, because you add in all your skills on there and people will search for that and they will find you on there. And if someone adds you to their network, other people can see that, and then you get how the process goes. So yeah, LinkedIn, Facebook groups are like my top two things to go to. And there's a website called Talent Manager, where you basically, I think Talent Manager is for runners who have more than 3 credits realistically. So if you are just starting out, I would say go on Facebook and look for those groups. I'll probably link them down below as well, so you can get to them quite easier. And you will find all the jobs listed on there. So that is the easiest way I would suggest on how to get into TV. A way that I tried to do but didn't work out quite so well most of the time was that I would watch the credits of like my favourite TV show or something that I wanted to actually work on, and I'd look for like production manager or the producer or the director. I'd look for their names, and then I would try and like make up the email address and send my CV to it. So for example, my name's Shaquille Isaac. If it was like shaquille.isaac@itv.com, I would send my CV to it and hope that it reached the right person, and then, you know, they would contact me and invite me for an interview. However, like, as I said, you've got to guess it most of the time, and it could be wrong, or that person doesn't work at the company anymore by the time you've seen the show being aired. So that is like one way you could do it. But one thing I suggest is that you are persistent. TV is a fast growing industry and people come and go all the time. So I think that it's important that you are just always persistent, always sending out your CV, and always do your job to the best of your ability, because you never know who's watching and you don't know who knows who. Like, you could be one step away from your biggest break ever. So be persistent, send your CV out everywhere, join Facebook groups. And to be honest, you could study a course like the ones that I did. However, it's like not necessary for this industry. I've been to interviews and people have said to me, oh yeah, we care more about experience than we do education wise, so like a degree. And I mean, uni's good for that. It depends what uni you go to. I found that I went to the University of Salford in Manchester, and I found that like equipment wise and like facilities, the location, it's perfect for, you know, gearing that knowledge. Because when I first started in TV, I knew about kit, I knew about procedures that they have to take in terms of like pre-production and like getting like release forms signed, like things like that. I already knew what they were because I studied it. However, to land your runner job, I think it's more of having people skills. If you came from a background of just customer service, I feel like you'd easily slide your way into being a runner. But don't get me wrong, having a degree does help, because it shows that you do have a knowledge of the TV industry and it does look good on your CV. So if you want to go uni, go uni. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.